my review for WWE Clash of Champions 2020. Overall, this was a skippable show, in my opinion. I don't want to say it was bad, but it wasn't good. It was skippable. The only really two matches you should go and see is the ladder match, because it was awesome, and the main event, Roman versus Jay. And it wasn't, match-wise, it wasn't that good. It just told a really good story, and it was good at the end. But as a match, I didn't really like it. But I liked the story. But let's just get into this. First, there's the kickoff show. They moved a lot of matches around due to not medically cleared superstars. So they took the Asuka and Nikki match.
What?
And they put that on the main card, and they put Cesaro and Nakamura versus the Lucha House Party. They put it on the kickoff. Now, this match, it was decent. It wasn't bad, but it was a TV match. I mean, the Lucha House Party did their spots. Kalisto did a Hurricane Rana outside the ring. Nakamura and Cesaro won. Then Cesaro did a Cesaro swing, and Nakamura, I think he just kicked Kalisto something, or he uppercutted him. I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. Next match is the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, Sami Zayn. This was a phenomenal match. This was brutal. Spots left and right. It was great. The ending was something nobody saw coming. So Sami Zayn did like a springboard moonsault to the outside from the middle ropes. That was cool. Jeff Hardy, there was a spot there. The ladder was in the ring. It was standing up, but upside down. So like the V was up. Jeff Hardy went to jump off the rope onto AJ, but AJ slid and threw Jeff Hardy into the ladder. The bottom, the middle of the ladder. That looked like a bitch to take. Sami Zayn hitting exploder suplex onto, was it Jeff Hardy? Onto the ladder. That looked really good. There was a spot there. Sami Zayn was on the ladder, and AJ threw like this midget ladder at Sami and broke his finger. Not broke, but caught his fingers. That was brutal. Jeff, there was a spot. Jeff was on the ladder. Sami was going to tip it over. Jeff crawled from one side of the ladder onto the other. Sami tips the ladder over. Jeff goes flying, and him and the ladder go over the ropes outside the ring. That was dangerous. Jeff could have killed himself. I'm lucky he didn't, but that was brutal. Jeff Hardy did a swanton bomb onto, Sami Zayn off of a 20-foot ladder, and it wasn't like Jeff, when he does the swanton, he almost misses him. No, he came right down onto Sami. That looked painful. That was a spot. This was good. Sami Zayn So I thought that was great. He's a prisoner. So the match ended there. Sami Zayn, he had two handcuffs. He handcuffed Jeff Hardy, and he handcuffed AJ Styles. But he handcuffed AJ Styles to himself. So both of them, they're trying to, got a notification, both of them are trying to climb up the ladder, handcuffed to each other. Now Jeff gets back in the ring. He's still handcuffed to the ladder. He's holding the ladder next to him, trying to hit AJ without ripping his ear off. AJ's trying to fight him off. But what AJ doesn't see is that Sami had the key in his mouth. So though AJ is fighting off Jeff, Sami unlocks his side of the handcuffs and handcuffs AJ to the bottom piece of the ladder. So Sami goes up for the belts, and that's when AJ notices he can't climb up any further, and Sami wins. This was great. This was spots after spots, a creative finish. This was awesome. Match of the night. Next match is Selena Vega versus Asuka. Now, I didn't know what to expect from Selena Vega, because like I said in my predictions, she's a manager. She's being portrayed as a manager. She does spots here and there, but she's not a wrestler. I think she used to wrestle, but she hasn't wrestled for WWE in years. So I didn't know what to expect. This was an okay match. Like, I didn't dislike it, but it didn't have to be on the pay-per-view. But anyway, the bell rings, Asuka starts toying with Zelina, toying with her for a couple minutes. Then they both went back and forth, lurking on each other's arms. Then Zelina had some offense there. She did like an arm bar and some stuff. It was okay, but Asuka just took control and tapped her out with the Asuka lock. This was a pretty fast match. I think they got 5 minutes. After the match, Zelina went to shake, well, to bow to Asuka, and Asuka went to bow, and Zelina attacked her. So, this isn't over. They're gonna have another match. Next is Apollo versus Lashley for the United States title. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't care for this match. I was in and out, I was on my phone. The only notes I took down is Bobby hit a nice superplex. Apollo hit a nice frog splash, and Bobby won the full Nelson. That's it. That's all I wrote down. I wasn't interested in this match at all. Next, Garza and Andrade versus Street Profits. This was a fun match, but it was a TV match, basically. They worked, Andrade and Garza worked together. They hit double moves on Montez Ford. Dawkins made a hot tag. He was doing offense for a while. Then Andrade hit a nice drop kick to Dawkins. Put him outside the ring. Then Garza came in and gave a super Spanish fly to, was it Montez Ford? That was nice. Now, here's the finish. I don't know if this was planned or by accident, but Dawkins gets the hot tag, not the hot tag, but he gets a tag and just gives a spine buster to Garza and gets the pinfall. You can clearly see the ref counted 2, but they rung the bell. So, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if Garza got hurt. I don't know. But Bayley came out and she was supposed to fight Nikki Cross. But Nikki Cross couldn't fight because of medical reasons. So Bayley comes out, she's cutting a promo. She's like, I'm a fighting champion. Give me an open challenge. So Asuka comes out. And I was like, bruh, if they give Asuka the title and end Bayley's reign almost a year, I think it was 342 days, I would have been pissed. Because if Bayley loses this to anybody, it's Sasha, like I said in my predictions. But they fought for about maybe 3 minutes. It was going good. I was into it until they went on the outside and Bayley disqualifies herself, hits Asuka like a chair. And that's it. Then Sasha Banks comes out, comes from behind, from the crowd side, and hits Bayley with a chair. So Sasha's back. She's dressed like Alita. She had her pants low, underwear out. She's dressed like Alita. If you ever seen Alita from 90, 99, 2000, just like that. But Sasha's back, and this is so stupid. She's in a neck brace, and she's just, why is she back? WWE doesn't know how to keep people off TV. Bayley just killed her 2 weeks ago. She should be off for at least a month and a half. I didn't get that at all. So she fights off Bayley. She goes to the back. I was like, all right. Next is Drew versus Orton, and in an ambulance match for the WWE title. And to be honest, I wasn't into this match. One reason is because I was dealing with something. My brother kept texting me about something, and I wasn't into it. The match started, Randy Orton went after Drew's jaw, and then Orton went to punt kick Drew, and the Big Show came out of nowhere, grabbed Orton out of the ring, choke slammed him through the table. So I was like, okay. Then Orton and Drew fought to the stage where the ambulance is, and Drew claymored the door off the ambulance. That was a nice spot. I like that. Then they brawled to the back, and all of a sudden, Christian comes out of nowhere, and he's beating up Orton. So they get back to the ambulance, and they're battling on top of the ambulance, shield. Gang, he was stomping on Drew, and Drew was hanging off the side of the ambulance, and Orton stepped on his fingers, and Drew fell off. And all of a sudden, Shawn Michaels switching musics, Randy Orton, and Orton falls off the ambulance onto some kind of crash pad or a table. So Orton gets up, goes to Drew. Drew picks him up. Orton reverses it into an RKO. Puts Drew into the ambulance, goes to close the door, really slow. Drew gets out, hits Orton, then he claymores him. Puts Orton in the ambulance, goes to close the door, but then he stops. He puts Orton towards the end, like hanging out of the ambulance, and punts him in the head and closes the door. So Drew retains. Like I said, it was okay. I was into it at some points, but I was busy doing other things. And you may be asking, why did Big Show, Christian, and Shawn Michaels interfere? Because Orton punted them in the head like a month back. So I get what they were doing. But it wasn't a bad match. I was just doing other things. Then I looked on Twitter and I missed Ric Flair, I guess, driving the ambulance all day. And I missed that because after the match, I went outside to meet my brother to get this from him. He picked up the Naomi Glow in the Dark chase. So that's why I missed that. He found it at Target and picked it up. So I might go back and watch that. I'm not gonna say it was a terrible match. But I was doing other things. Now this is where I realized there's no Nia Jax Shayna Baszler match because they were not medically cleared. I don't know. I know there was a party from the NXT people and people were sent home for corona precautions, but I don't know. I don't know if that was the case with Nikki, Shayna, Nia, and the Riot Squad. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. But the main event. I'm going to talk about this. As a match, it wasn't anything good. But as the story continued, like towards the end, I really liked it. But we knew this is where they were going. But they really did their job of making you hate Roman Reigns. They made you feel sympathy for Jay. So Roman dominated this match for a long time, longer than it had to be, and I was out of it. For this part, I was like, alright, come on, if you're gonna make Roman dominate and win, just end it already. Then Jay got his offense. He did the Samoan drop, he did his suicide dives outside the ring, he did the super kick, the splash, God was good. That's where the match picked up. They made you think Jay had a chance. But then, after some other splash, the late Roman kicked out. You didn't notice it at first, but it was good. They had Roman kicked out, but at the same time, he gave Jay a low blow. And you didn't notice until Michael Cole brought it up. But that was good. After that, it was all excellent storytelling. Roman speared Jay like 3 times. He's yelling at him, give up. I'm the tribal chief. Submit. Say my name. Say I'm the head of the family. All this to make you feel for Jay and make you hate Roman like you should have. And Jimmy comes out with a light towel and he's about to throw it in. Jay's screaming, no, don't do it, don't do it, Urs, don't give him what he wants, this and that, and Roman's just pounding on Jay. At this point, I thought Jay was gonna win via the ref, stopping the match and DQing Roman. But he kept pounding him, and eventually Jimmy threw in the towel. Roman Reigns won via, forfeit? Then you do that, I guess. But that was a great ending. They did a good job of making you hate Roman and sympathize with Jay. During the match too, I forgot to bring up, while he was screaming at Jay to call him the tribal chief, Paul Heyman kept screaming, you're the tribal chief, this and that, and Roman's like, no, I don't want to hear it from you. I gotta hear it from Jay. I thought that was good. But to end all this rambling, like I said, the pay-per-view wasn't anything great. The only matches I would say to go back and watch are the ladder match and this match. And wait till the end. Give it a chance. But, yeah guys, if I had to thumbs up, thumbs down, I give it a slight thumbs in the middle. Maybe a 3.3 out of 5. But yeah guys, let me know what you thought of the pay-per-view. This was my review. Let me know if you agree with what I said, if you disagree, if you enjoyed the pay-per-view, if you didn't, if you even watched it, let me know. But this is my review. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the post notifications so you know when I upload. Have a nice night, guys. Peace.